Back in the day. See, back in the day ain't always been back in the day. Back then and right now are basically the same. Over hundreds of years, but ain't nothing much changed, cause we ain't that many years away from being hanged. So come on back in time for a moment or two, to a time when I was forced to come over with you. So I was sitting in Africa, chilling on the land. I had my wife and kids, we was all holding hands. Then a boat stopped on the shore, we didn't understand. Then we saw a man with a gun, he said, "You a black man, so get up on the ship before you catch a backhand." We were all still lost. I'm like, "What's up with that, man?" Then he made me eat those words like I was playing Pac-Man, cause he pulled out a whip and made me do a back bend like gymnastics. Tragic. To save my fam, I had to get on the ship. Now I'm walking kinda funny, I got a limp on my hip. Small man with a gun like a shrimp with a grip, but the danger in his eyes can make a pimp do a split. I'm on the ship, I look around to see my cousins in chains. They so tight on our wrists it causes dozens to strain. Reality sinks in like I'm flushing the drain cause we pull off. And I know I'll never see my country again. Over water, now everybody rowing the boat. Already missing where we been, but there ain't nowhere to go. Sweat burning in my eyes like hot water and snow. Dying for a gust of cool wind to come through and blow. But I fight, cause I ain't finna let them get to my head. I'm on a boat with Negroes, now I'm a nigga instead. We took a 10-minute break, they gave us water and bread. Now knowing that we were headed to a slavery bed. Pause. No, no, no. All of a sudden, my brothers jump overboard. I can't bear to see them die. Now I'm screaming, "Oh Lord." I started losing all my power. TV with no cord. And that's the very same moment when my tears began to pour. See, these people had my freaking family taking their lives. And while we was rowing this dang boat, they were raping our wives. I guess we almost there. I was shaking with lies. Then I knew this world was sugar-coated like baking some pies. But we still on this sailboat. But when we made it here, that's when all hell broke. So I stepped off the ship, looked around, and I ain't know what to say. Then I heard the man with the gun. "Welcome to the USA. You'll be out here picking cotton every cotton picking day. You not African, you a nigga. You my cotton picking slave." They ain't waste no time at all. Wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. We ain't asked no more questions. Wasn't no whys or whats. They just threw us the bags and we picked all the cotton till our fingers bled and busted and our backs were hella rotten. After 13 hours of picking, we slept in the hut. We always locked the door. We always kept it shut. And even though it was the worst day, I had to kneel down and pray. But it ain't easy when you sleeping on a bed of hay. And everybody had to be up before the sunrise, or we'll be looking at that white man watching his gun rise. At least they let us have a little bit of church. Help us lift our poor spirits up out of the dirt. This was the very same routine for many years down the line, until I saw my beautiful family for the very last time. Step up here, nigga. If you thought you were in hell, prepare to be amazed, cause I got you up for sale. Got your family too, and your wife look real nice. Let's see if we can split y'all up for a small price. Slave trade, that's what they say. Them words cut through. It might have burned out, but it grew back. Kudzu. I didn't get to hug my kids or even get to kiss my wife back. When they split us apart, I just want my life back. Sidetrack. I went from south to north, going back and forth, waking up too early and going back to chores, having nightmares, falling back to the floor, remembering that day that I left that shore. And I'll never forget that pain, the hurt that I felt, the small man with the gun and all the damage he dealt. But I'm old and weary now. These are my last days. But I never would have thought that I would die as a slave. The past ain't never been smooth like the back of some suede, but this the real hell I went through. This was back in the day.